Hello students, in this class I am going to talk to you about the use of prefixes and suffixes in English. I am Shivamurthy, Assistant Professor in English, BTCG Government First Grade College, Somarpet, Kodagu District. The learning objectives of this session are to make the students understand how to make new words by adding prefixes and suffixes, to enrich the vocabulary of the students. After listening to this session, students would be able to understand new words. Students would be able to use new words in sentences of their own. A prefix is a group of letters placed before the root of a word. For example, the word unhappy consists of the prefix un, which means not, combined with the root word, or it is also called as stem word, happy. The word unhappy means not happy. So, a prefix is a word which is added before the root word or stem word. When we add this additional part of the word, it adds something to the meaning, not necessarily the opposite meaning. It can also mean the same meaning or add something to the quality of the root word or stem word. U, N, that means un, and RE, that is re, are the two most common prefixes in the English language. Re means again or back, such as in the words rethink, redo, and repay. Look at this table. There are prefixes, their meanings, and examples. In the first row, we can see non, un, im, in, il, ir. The meaning of these prefixes is not or the opposite meaning. Example, sense, nonsense, happy, unhappy. In the same way, look at the second row. There is re. The meaning of the prefix is again or back. Example, revisit, replay. In the same way, there is another prefix, miss. The meaning of this prefix is wrongly or not. Example for this, understand, misunderstand. In the same way, look at the fourth example, D. The meaning of D is reverse or remove or out of. Look at the examples, destruction, department. In the same way, look at the fifth one, co, com, con. There are three prefixes which mean with, together. Look at the examples, construct, computer. Look at the last one, dis, diff, d. The meaning of these three prefixes is separation, away, apart. Look at the examples, disease, dissect. Dear students, here are a few things to remember when using prefixes. Number one, different prefixes in English can have similar meanings, such as un, in, and non, all of which mean not or opposite of. Also, the prefixes miss, and ir mean wrong, wrongly, or incorrectly. Second thing, notice that double letters are possible. For example, when you add the prefix im to the words that begin with the letter m, you get two m's, as in immeasurable. That's also true when you add un to words that begin with the letter n, as in unnoticeable. The same is true for many other prefixes. When adding a prefix to a word, the spelling of the base word never changes. For example, the prefix un did not change the spelling of the word happy, and the prefix re would not change the spelling of the word live in relive. That means the base word or the root word or the stem word remains unchanged. The spelling does not change when a prefix is added, but the meaning gets changed. A suffix is a group of letters placed after the root word. For example, the word flavorless consists of the word flavor. Flavor is the root word combined with the suffix less, which means without. The word flavorless means having no flavor. That means by adding less, we have given the opposite meaning. A suffix is a letter of group of letters added to the end of a word. Suffixes are commonly used to show the part of speech of a word. For example, adding ion to the verb act gives us action, the noun form of the word. Suffixes also tell us the verb tense of words or whether the words are plural or singular. Some common suffixes are er, s, es, ed, ing, and ly. Look at this table. There are three columns: suffix, meaning, and example. There is a suffix in the first list, er and or. The meaning of these suffixes er and or are one, who, are showing a comparison. Example, teacher, faster. The root words are teach and fast. We have added er. In the second example, look at the suffixes able and able, able and ible. The meaning of these suffixes is capable of being. For example, unforgettable, credible. Look at the third one, d and ed. When we add this, it gives the meaning of forming the past tense or having the quality of. For example, added, loved. The root words are add and love. Look at the next suffix ing. Ing is used to convert a verb into a gerund or noun, forming a gerund meaning an act of or the present participle. For example, mean is the root word. When we add ing, it becomes meaning. Mean is verb. When we add ing, it becomes noun. We call it gerund. Jog, J-O-G, that is the root word. When we add ing, it becomes jogging. Jog is verb, jogging is gerund. That is the noun form of verb. Next suffix is ment. That means the act, state, or result of an action. Appoint is the root word. When we add ment, it becomes appointment. Govern is the root word. When we add ment, it becomes government. Look at the last one. IVE. This is the suffix. That means having the quality of. Create is the root word. By adding IVE, we make it creative. Devise is the root word. We add IVE and it becomes divisive. Here are a few things we should remember while using suffixes. Some suffixes have more than one meaning. For example, the suffix er may suggest a person who performs an action, like a teacher. Teach is the root word. Teacher is a person who teaches. But er is also commonly used at the end of adjectives or adverbs. They compare two things, as in the word fast, faster, strong, stronger, slow, slower, cool, cooler. So we are adding er at the end of the root word to compare two situations or two things. The spelling of a base word can change when a suffix is added. This is true of most base words ending in the letter Y. For instance, when we add the suffix ness to the word crazy to make craziness, we replace the Y with an I. This rule is also true of many base words ending in a silent E when the suffix begins with a vowel. For example, in the words write, make, manage, we drop the letter E in the words when we add ing to make writing, making, and managing. So far, in this session, you have understood the formation of new words by using suffixes and prefixes. Now, I would like to ask you some questions. Try to answer these questions. When we add something before the root word, it is called as affix, suffix, prefix, opposite word. Question number 2. When something is added after the root word, it is called as prefix, suffix, opposite word, synonym. Question number 3. Choose the right prefix to give the opposite meaning for the word respect. In, im, dis, a. Question number 4. Choose the right suffix to give the opposite meaning of hope. Less, ness, full, meant. Question number 5. By using more and more prefixes and suffixes, one's dash will improve reasoning ability, aesthetic sense, vocabulary, memory power. Here is a list of books and internet sources. where you can know more about the use of prefixes and suffixes.